You create the vibrational ambiance, and the vibrational ambiance then fills in with things that match it. Where you are is all right because it's the beginning of where you're going. And no matter how uncomfortable where you are is, it has caused you to broadcast a vibrational pathway that will absolutely unfold for you if you will stop doing that thing you do that keeps you off that path. And that one thing you do that keeps you off that path is looking at what is instead of at that path. That's all. You have let what is become more dominant than you ever intended to. It isn't of any value to look where you are. Why? Because where you are is irrelevant. Where you're going is where everything is. Your eternal orientation is this never-ending expansion. Expanding because you can't stand still. Nothing does. This larger part of you who remains non-physically focused is holding steadily the vibrations that you have been incrementally providing. When you want it, source is it and reflects it to you. That's what that instant manifestation is that you've been talking about. You want it, source is it, reflects it back to you. But the question is, when source is reflecting it back to you, where are you? I'm still explaining to everyone why I want that because I hate this. And we say, that's that thing you do. You get hung up on the contrast. You don't use the contrast in quite the way you intended. You intended to know what you want and then go with the flow of it. And when you go with the flow of what you want, so that you are vibrationally up to speed with the source within you, now as source reflects back through you, you're right there in the perfect vibrational stance to receive the fullness of what you have asked for, and now you have instant manifestation. So, what do we mean by an instant manifestation? We mean you have instantly adjusted your vibration upward to allow the complete incorporation into what you've asked for, and now your point of attraction matches your desire. And what happens when your point of attraction matches your desire? Everything that comes to you must reflect that vibrational essence. It's law. It has to be. And if it isn't happening that way, it's because of what we just demonstrated to you. You're hung up on explaining why you want that, but you're not a match to the that you want. You're a match to the why you don't want the thing that caused you to launch the thing that you want. Then must it not be true that if you are able to feel good in the not having of it, that then it must come? In other words, if it's true that everything you want is because you want to feel good, then isn't the true manifestation that you're reaching for, isn't the manifestation that you're looking for the emotional response to the thing you're trying to create? Isn't it? When you give up the intoxication of the manifestation and you let the conjuring of the emotion be the manifestation that you're looking for, then you have accomplished instant manifestation. So how do you make your emotion tied to something that you don't have? How do I make my emotion be a response to something that isn't yet? And we say, you have the ability to do that. Sometimes you have to get more general. In other words, sometimes you have to remind yourself, well, I believe in law of attraction. It's proven itself to me over and over again. I believe in my ability to focus. I've showed myself that on many occasions. I trust in the universal laws. I've practiced it enough to know. I have enough evidence. I get it that when I'm in a bad mood, things don't go well for me. And when I'm in a good mood, things go better for me. I get it that my mood affects things. And since I've been paying attention to that, I really get that. I am willing to admit that my mood does affect what comes next. Well, that's a general statement, and it's a very powerful first step, isn't it? What you really are wanting to be the creator of is the emotion which you have the ability to conjure no matter where you are within 10 minutes. We're not kidding you. And that if you will, in fact, deliberately conjure the good feeling emotion within 10 minutes, whenever anything is out of whack for you, that you will begin to show yourself the power of your point of attraction. And we want to put this to you in a stronger way than we ever have. We want you to show yourself the power of our point of attraction. Our point of attraction. Because you're not in this alone. You weren't alone when you came, and you're not alone now. We're talking about the fullness of source energy who is present within you now, who has a powerful point of attraction. If Source is always fully present right here, forward, in this leading edge, powerful now, where you are, if Source is right here with you, don't you want to release any resistance so that you can allow this one point of attraction? And the reason we're putting it to you like that is because it's one whopping, walloping energy that creates worlds point of attraction. And the reason we're putting it to you this way is because we want to convince you, best sales job we've ever done so far. If you will work to allow yourself alignment so that you can be the full receiver of Source right here and now, if you've taken the time to conjure the emotional manifestation in that 10 minutes that we're talking about, and you allow this coupling, this blending, this complete merging with this powerful point of attraction, doesn't it make perfect sense to you that the details are going to fill in for you and fill in for you fast?